Dr. Mark Spencer, a British botanist, is guiding a team from Discovery TV through an ancient tea forest, still flourishing after 300 years. The team has traveled thousands of miles from far away to visit the legendary alpine plants of the Chinese Himalayas. Yunnan, a province of China 380,000 square kilometers in size, is located in the Hengduan Mountains, part of the Himalayas, known as the Kingdom of Plants. An amazing 18,000 species of plants are found here, growing over the exceptionally wide altitudinal range of 6,600 meters. Some of these are being used as sources of raw materials in the manufacture of cosmetic products for sale in China by the company DRPLANT. In September 2018, the government of Yunnan launched a new policy, Regulations on Protection of Biodiversity in Yunnan Province, the first among all the provinces of China to introduce such a policy. Yunnan, with 42 million inhabitants, is culturally as well as botanically diverse. There are many ancient folk beliefs about plants. One held by indigenous minorities is that the planting of wild dendrobium orchids in home yards and on roofs can help sick souls return to normal. Dendrobium is considered a lucky herbal. The folk beliefs of the Nashi, one of the indigenous people, were recorded 1,000 years ago in an ancient text known as the Dongba Bible. It records that cows and sheep are strong and fat when they eat plants with white-colored flowers. They fall ill when they eat plants with green-colored flowers, believed to be toxic, but plants with red-colored flowers help them to recover. With a culture that is closely related to forest, the Dai, another of the indigenous people of Yunnan, follow the custom of strictly protecting certain holy hill forests, used for the religious practice locally known as Danlong, worship of the nature gods and the people's ancestors. Professor Pei Shengji, the founder of ethnobotany in China and chief scientist of DRPLANT, is a leading proponent of community-based biocultural conservation in China. Since 2016, he has joined hands with DRPLANT and the Yunnan Biocultural Diversity Protection Agency to work on biodiversity and alpine plant protection, backed by significant financial support from DRPLANT. 2 demonstration sites for community-based biocultural conservation have been established in collaboration with local villagers. One with Nashi people at Ludian near Lijiang in northwest Yunnan, and the other with Dai people at Mangyuan in Xishuanbana in the tropical south. Some 760 hectares of natural montane forest at Ludian is being managed as a community protected area, while at Mangyuan, a herbal garden has been established at a village Buddhist temple, and the raising of native plants in home gardens encouraged for later planting out on degraded community land. Since 2015, DRPLANT has provided $500,000 to support conservation of endemic, endangered, and rare alpine plants at Lijiang Alpine Botanical Garden of the Kunming Institute of Botany, Chinese Academy of Sciences. Some 100,000 seedlings of 11 species have been raised in the garden, with some distributed to surrounding villagers so that they can help with the protection of these genetic resources. Visitors from Nepal, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Australia have visited the community conservation sites to learn and to share knowledge from their own experiences. DRPLANT has declared that the second week of May every year as Biodiversity Alpine Plants Conservation Week, committing a certain portion of its profits from the sale of cosmetic products during that week to the cause of the alpine plant conservation. The Joint Research Center of DRPLANT and Kunming Institute of Botany has a staff of 30 scientists with expertise in ethnobotany, plant chemistry, and molecular genomics. Working collaboratively, they carry out investigations into the plant resources and traditional botanical knowledge of Yunnan, searching for new plant products and providing information useful for biocultural conservation and the sustainable use of plant resources. After 5 years of working with various partners, DRPLANT has already achieved excellent integration of new product development together with support to conservation and the return of benefits to local communities based on skincare products formulated with ingredients from alpine plants. Aspects of this work include ethnobotanical investigations and studies of ancient literature dealing with plants, studies of active ingredients in alpine plants, and genomics. The collection and propagation of alpine plant genetic resources, together with development of planting technologies, raw material purchasing, extraction of skincare serum from alpine plants, and chemical characterization, product formulation and manufacturing, brand development and business promotion, return of a share of the profits to alpine plant conservation and for community benefits. DRPLANT has already established a network of 2,700 sales outlets in 307 cities across China. With 6.01 million registered consumers, it ranks number 1 among single-brand cosmetic sales stores in China. We believe that protecting alpine plants protects our future.